Hey guys, so let's hear about my morning, why don't we? Okay, so this morning I have a doctor's appointment. They tried to cancel because my doctor apparently went on vacation this Memorial Day weekend and is now stranded in Mexico because her flight was canceled. So they try to cancel on me. I tell them, you know, this was already a rescheduled appointment from when you canceled on me last time. The doctor said I was to be coming in once a week at this point for non-stress tests, and I should have already had 2 by now, so I don't, I can't keep having you guys cancel on me. And then they said, oh, you know what, just come in for it anyways. The doctor doesn't have to be here. Just come in and then we'll fax the results over to another doctor at another office to read the results. And I said, sure. So now I'm rushing because I thought the appointment was canceled. I'm rushing. My husband went to work early thinking I didn't have an appointment. I had to call him, tell him to leave work, meet me at the doctor's office. We go to the doctor's office. They hook me up to the non-stress test machine thing, which measures your contractions and the baby's heartbeat. And then they also give you like a little clicker, like every time you feel the baby move, click it. It's real weird. So they hook me up to that for 20 minutes. Come in, the nurse is like, oh, it looks fine. I'm just going to fax it over and see, what the doctor says. And then you can leave after they let us know if it's okay for you to leave. Okay. So they call the doctor. The doctor told them that I was having too many contractions. And then I got on the phone with the doctor, and the doctor was like, yeah, if I was there, I'd check on you myself, but since I'm not, I'm going to have you go over to the hospital and register and get into labor and delivery for further observations. And I'm thinking, okay, this is bizarre. I went in for my doctor's appointment, ready to go to work right afterwards, and feeling fine to them telling me, oh, you're having too many contractions. So I kind of just was like, okay, I know this is going to be a false alarm, but I'll play along with it. So I had to call into work, which at this point I have no business doing because I have no days left, and I'm already skating on thin ice because of that, and maternity leave is only about 3 weeks away. So I was really trying to work every single day. Plus I need the money. I mean, we're going to have a baby and I'm going to be off of work for 12 weeks. So just really stressful. But I was like, you know what? They're telling me this is what's going on. I'm going to check it out. So my husband calls his job, tells him he's not going to be coming back like he thought he was. We go over to the hospital. They put me up in labor and delivery, put me in a room, in a gown, the whole kit and caboodle. Hook me up to their non-stress test machine thing, and then and I know this is getting too specific, but whatever. Then she does vaginal exam and hurts me really bad and makes me end up bleeding, and it really made me mad because I wasn't bleeding before she hurt me. And turns out my cervix is still closed and not thinning or anything like that. It's still fine. So that was pointless. And still, they keep me strapped up to the machine for the next 3 hours the whole time. And I'm having contractions and whatnot. But, I'm 34 weeks pregnant almost. I mean, aren't I supposed to be having contractions? I don't know. I just was really laid back about it. And I not for 1 second did I think that this was actually happening right now, but I said, you know what, I guess I just gotta trust what they're doing, right? And it just left me annoyed. After 3 hours, I was finally like, and after the nurse saying, oh, are you guys hungry? And we're like, yeah. And she's like, oh, you can order from the menu for the hospital. And then we were like, okay, we're looking at it. And she's like, yeah, but I'm gonna call the doctor and you might get discharged anyways, so I don't know if you want to wait. And we're like, oh, well, if we're getting discharged, we'll wait. An hour later, the lady comes in my room because I finally pushed the call nurse button because I'm like, where is she? And plus I'm strapped up to all this machine. I need to go to the bathroom, And then she comes back in and she's like, oh, you guys didn't get lunch? And we're like, no, we thought you said you were going to discharge us soon, so we were going to wait. And she's like, oh, I'm sorry. And then she's like, would you like something to drink or some Teddy Grahams? And I'm like, sure. And she's like, do you want some apple juice? I'm like, sure. She's like, and Teddy Grahams? I'm like, okay. And then she disappears for like another 20 minutes and comes back in and tells me my doctor says it's okay to go, that I am having contractions, but since they did this swab thing and it for preterm labor that came out negative and all this stuff, I'm fine just to drink more liquids and relax, which I knew that's what they were going to tell me. And can you believe the bitch never comes back with my Teddy Grahams? I really wanted those Teddy Grahams after she offered them to me. But I was like, whatever. And then she comes back in the room. She's like, oh, I forgot your Teddy Grahams. Do you want them for the road? I'm like, no, we're going to eat something after we leave here. So it's really stupid. But yeah, so I just thought it was really pointless. I feel like that wasted one of my husband's sick days that he could have been using. Stop it. After, you know, the baby's here, it, you know, makes me have to do all this paperwork with my job, and it just was really annoying. So yeah, that was today's excitement. Yay us. Alright, I'll check you guys later. Bye.